center position. Randall outside for three. DiVincenzo knocks it down from distance.
And there's DiVincenzo with the quick trigger. Cannot give him any room defensively. You've got to eliminate his airspace.
Yes, it's good. And Minnesota with possession here. It's a three-point game. Last time they met was in Charlotte, where they beat the Hornets.
Their approach was to draw fouls in that game. They put their opponent in a very difficult position.
And as a result, there was a blowout win. You credit them for initiating contact and forcing the officials to make the calls.
Now here's Miller. What a tremendous game he played against Portland.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Now the Hornets moving it up. And there's Bridges. That's good. On the assist from Miller.
Well, Bridges is certainly a physical player, and that allows him to convert even when there's contact.
Clark, when you look at the evolution of Julius Randle, talk about his playmaking.
Yeah, he's worked on trying to see things as they develop a little more, and I imagine he's done a lot of film study. I could only attribute some of his improvement to that. He's looking for others intentionally and aggressively, so I think that's part of why his teammates enjoy playing with him. They know he's making the effort to distribute the basketball.
Now here's Ball. He picked up 15 in their last win against Portland.
He may give up a little size, but has the bounce to hold his own.
The Timberwolves have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Here's DiVincenzo. Minnesota again missing. The Hornets have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. They set the screen. Ball way outside. Sinks it. What range from downtown. Ball's got 5 now.
Flashing his long ball range. The defense has to guard ball everywhere.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. All right, let's take some time now to see which two guards have been posting the best shooting percentages from the field this year. Fifth, Anthony Edwards.
I mean, just a terrific group. All of these players are in danger of getting red hot from outside at any given moment.
And not only can they light it up from the perimeter, but they get their buckets getting to the rim as well. I mean, aggressive moves to the basket are always going to help your shooting percentage. You got to get some easy ones to shoot a high percentage.
Shot clock at 6. Charlotte needs to get off a shot. Shot from the wing. Not going to go that time. Ooh, great D that time from Gobert. Randall, the pass to DiVincenzo. Back to Randall. To end the run. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
Ball outside. Out to the wing. Here's Knipple. McDaniels covering. Knipple with a bucket.
They're really working the paint now.
Timberwolves trail by 4. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Outside Edwards. No good from outside. Charlotte has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Diabate. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. The Hornets are led by head coach Charles Lee, who was a 2-time champion as an assistant coach.
Yeah, that's exactly right, B.A. He won a title as an assistant coach with the Bucks in 2021, then another as the top assistant for the Celtics in 2024, and that's exactly why Lee was brought to Charlotte, to establish and build a winning culture.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Naz Reid comes in for Julius Randle, and Conley subbed in for DiVincenzo. Here's Gobert. Uses the glass to drop it in.
From in close, it's game over when Gobert has the ball.
Charlotte leading by 4. Ball left side. They set the pick to the paint. Here's Miller, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Well, you know, this is what you like about him as a facilitator. He hits his man where he can do something with the rock.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I caught up with Coach Charles Lee. Coach and I talked about the difficulties playing against Anthony Edwards. He said, quote, usually you worry about his offense. He's shown the last few years that he's a lockdown defender when he wants to be. That's something that we'll need to factor into our game plan. Ant's defense is now a concern for coaches as well. Brian, back to you.
Thanks for that, Allie.
Composed and cool effort from Edwards inside, not rushing himself or forcing a bad shot, taking what's available.
Pass to Knippel. Miller against Edwards. Here's Knippel. Shot clock at 5. Bridges outside. There's the 3. The shot misses.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
Pass to Edwards. Shoots over Miller. And Edwards the bucket on the assist by Conley. Edwards has got his second basket of the game.
And, you know, succeeding in the catch-and-shoot game will really help Edwards set up his drives to the hoop.
And here's Knippel from the arc. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Some changes for Minnesota. Randall, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Dosunmu comes in for McDaniels. And it's Highland in for Anthony Edwards. Now here's Highland in the game against Denver. Very impressive. Right side, Conley. Randall finds Conley. 17-foot shot on the way. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. Randall's got his third assist of the night. Bridges passes to Ball. Screen by Bridges. Here's Ball. Plenty of space. And here are the Hornets with another bucket. And Minnesota with possession here. Trailing by 5. They're coming off a win against the Nuggets.
And it wasn't just their starters putting in work. Their backups were real spark plugs on offense.
Absolutely, especially on the road when you need those guys off the bench to up the ante.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
And fellas, I think you have to like his improvements over his free throw numbers from a year ago. It's not a significant number or a huge amount, but it's improvement nonetheless.
Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Hornets.
They've been really going at the defense in the painted area, and so far, the opposition really hasn't had an answer for them.
Cultivating a lot of assists right now, which is beautiful to see. Love the way they're working that ball around.
On the court for the Timberwolves, second quarter underway. Randall at power forward with Reed at center. Mike Conley out there with Bones Highland. And it's Dosunmu in at the small forward position. Randall a screen on Ball. Inside, here's Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
Pick, then points from Reed. He's a mobile big who operates well in the pick and roll.
Thanks for that great view, courtesy of the AT&T Connected Cam. Pass to Knippel from outside the arc. Reed with the rebound. And so it's Highland with it. He brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. A knockdown shooter if I ever saw one. Con Knippel is a constant threat on the perimeter, Grant.
Yeah, Knippel is a high-level floor spacer. He has a great feel for the game and makes solid reads. Plus, his strong frame allows him to match up with bigger wings.
Let's look back on this past month and see the teams who were lights out from three-point range. Number 1, Charlotte.
Well, a hot streak like this breeds confidence, a virtuous cycle. You see shots going down, you take that next one with extreme confidence.
Shannon's checked in for Minnesota. It's good on the putback.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
The Timberwolves trail. Pass to Randall. Back to Dosunmu. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. Randall's got his 4th assist in this one.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Ball passes to Miller. Back to Ball. Miller outside. Doubled by Highland. The kick out to Ball. Lets it go from deep. And it's Dosunmu with the rebound. For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 3 to begin the second. And there's the call on LaMelo Ball. That'll be a second foul of the game. Anthony Edwards is checked in for the Timberwolves. Dosunmu outside. Pass to Randall. Diabate grabs the board. Charlotte trailing. Here's Bridges. He hits that one. 2 for 5 now.
Boy, look how easily Bridges shoots through the contact there. I mean, his mechanics are strong, as is his body.
Reed sets a screen. Edwards for 3. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Ball's got his 4th rebound in this one. Miller knocks down the triple. And now it's a 4-point Charlotte lead.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
And finding some room in that mid-range area, the great Anthony Edwards.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Brian. The Timberwolves coach, Chris Finch, said, "We're a team based on movement, cutting, and fluidity. That burden also falls on Anthony Edwards to move and accommodate his teammates. For his part, Ant said his focus is being what the team needs me to be, a leader by example, and showing them that I'm coachable." Back to you, Brian.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. Pass the ball. Bridges, a screen on Highland. The 3 from Ball. Melo knocking down a 3. And Grant, when it comes to a franchise player, how much does it help to have a guy who unites the locker room?
Well, you know, B.A., when you think of guys like LeBron James or a Stephen Curry or Tim Duncan, it's not just about their play on the court, but the type of person you see in the locker room. That can rally a franchise.
Highland against Miller. Looking at the young forward, Brandon Miller. Just how high is this kid's ceiling, Clark?
I think he's got all-star potential. I mean, he's a multifaceted scorer, a really solid rebounder at the wing position, and a good passer. Just a good all-around player who I think is only going to get better and better as time goes on.
No good on the free throw. Well, Grant, a wrist injury hampered Brandon Miller in year 2. Good to have him back in action, though.
Yeah, the number 2 pick in 2023. I mean, the future is still bright for Miller. And he'll have every opportunity to fulfill his immense potential.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Gobert's checked in for Reed. Jaden McDaniels comes in for Dosunmu. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Highland. Screen by Bridges. Ball taking his time here. Here's Knipple. With the clock winding down. And the powerful one-handed slam.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
Well, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
You have to be accurate there. Very little room for error passing on the interior.
LaMelo working inside.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Back to DiVincenzo. The kick out to Edwards. Outside, DiVincenzo. Yes, and it's Edwards picking up the assist. DiVincenzo's got 6 points.
Just cannot allow DiVincenzo to shoot it from there.
Ball with it, and it's Gobert picking him up. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Perfect communication and timing on that alley-oop. Bridges saw the opening and then bounced right to the rim.
Pass to Edwards. Randall inside. 5 points in the game, and it's good. 2 points. Randall's got his 3rd basket on the night right there. Ball outside. To the inside. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Such an athletic guy. Bridges just hammers it down.
Timberwolves trail by 10. 43 seconds left in the first half of this one. DiVincenzo with a screen on Bridges. Randall against Bridges. From 7 feet. No good off the glass.
and really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Really left him alone that time. 10 points for him.
Yeah, they've got a lot of terrain to make up, and shooting the 3-ball more consistently like they are now should help them do just that.
And here's Knipple from the arc. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Ending the first half with an exclamation point. The three-pointer adding insult to injury.
LaMelo Ball getting it done for the Hornets. Scoring, passing, imposing his will at the offensive end. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break.
And looking at the Grizzlies matchup, they don't want to say it, but they are very confident coming into this one. And who can block?
And now let's roll it back to that first half. How about LaMelo Ball so far?
And one of the league's brightest young stars, LaMelo Ball, putting on a show. He makes big plays and has fun while doing it.
His creativity, Shaq, it makes the game fun to watch.
And that is going to do it.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. You look at LaMelo Ball in this game. He's been everywhere.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
You know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Ball and Miller at the 1 and the 2. Miles Bridges is out there with Knipple, and it's Diabate in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the group out there for Charlotte. Here's Miller. Carries it down low. Miller's got 8 points.
Yeah, I like whenever Miller uses his size to his advantage, especially down near the rim.
Bridges against Randall. From downtown, Miller pulls it in.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Here's Ball, and he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And you think back, not many point guards have combined the vision with the frame of LaMelo Ball.
I mean, he's 6'7" or even taller. You think about it, it's just a short list. You think of Luka Doncic, Penny Hardaway, Magic Johnson. That combination of size and court awareness is hard to stop.
DiVincenzo can't hit.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
And stolen by Edwards. And now the T-Wolves on the break. McDaniels, that's good.
Good gamble that time by Edwards. He, as much as anybody, wants this team to be out in the open floor.
Ball left side. Bridges against Randall. Bridges, a screen on DiVincenzo. LaMelo on the attack. Count that one. He's 8 for 10 from the field now.
Well, that sudden burst by Ball is so effective. Zipping in before the defense can react.
Edwards for 3. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Diabate's got 6 rebounds in the game.
Just 1 for 4 thus far. They have not found their rhythm this half.
They set a pick. Here in March, things are heating up. Let's check out the teams in the West. Taking a look at the Timberwolves. Right now, they rank 3rd in the conference, aiming for a high seed in the postseason.
Seeing where the Timberwolves are, they've been terrific throughout the regular season, showing they may be just the team to beat in the postseason.
You know, the way they've handled just about every challenge that's been thrown at them this year, I don't see how they couldn't be considered front runners for the title. He has certainly shot the ball well here, trying to lift his team up.
Screen by Bridges. Pass to Diabate. The kick out to Ball. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Ball's got 7 points here in the quarter.
Ball will not let his opponent just own the arc. He can knock him down from there, too. So competitive.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
6 on the shot clock. Here's Knipple. Gets rebounded by Minnesota.
Only their first miss in 4 attempts. It's been a great start to the half.
Outside McDaniels. And here's Edwards outside. Edwards making it look so easy from deep.
Nice smooth three-point shot by Edwards there. Boy, he's got confidence from behind the arc.
And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Well, a new ownership group taking over for the Timberwolves. There remains a commitment to continuity on the basketball side. And while creating a replacement for the league's second oldest arena is a priority, they made it clear. Their commitment is to remain in Minnesota.
You'd love to hear it. All right, Shams, thank you for the report. Ball outside. Ball's doubled. Back to Miller. The three is up, and they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. Mike Conley's checked in for DiVincenzo. Outside Conley. It's Edwards on the wing, guarded by Miller. Edwards, no good.
Yeah, just a little off his game this quarter. He's trying to work his way into a rhythm.
Ball no good. And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Their next game playing at home as the Grizzlies come to town. That'll be the first of 3 games played at home. Out left to the wing. Here's the pick. Here's Ball. The rebound by the Timberwolves.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
And there's the foul to go on Julius Randle. That's foul number 2 for him.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Naz Reid's checked in for Minnesota. DeSumo comes in for Randle. Pass to Knipple. 5 on the clock. Oh, he sticks that one from 20 feet. Knipple's got 13 now.
You've got to love the way he's scoring it tonight. Very efficient.
Conley against Ball. And that one's good from Conley.
Conley, so crafty with that left hand of his. The veteran knows his way around the hoop.
Ball with it. Picked up by Reid. That's a strong finish from Ball.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Some changes for Minnesota. Ingles comes in for McDaniels, and it's Highland in for Edwards. Conley finds Ingles. 54 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. Now here's Conley, over to the left wing. Reid passes to Ingles, shoots over Bridges. Miller pulls it in. Charlotte leading by 13. Pass to Knipple. Yes, sir, and it's Ball with the assist that time. Ball's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. The Timberwolves shooting a disappointing 38%. Now Highland. The kick out to Conley. Lets it fly. And no good. Good D by Ball. Pass to Diabate. From behind the arc. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets liking their chances, ending the quarter with a 15-point lead. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And a look now at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth quarter. Randall at power forward with Reed at center. Bones Highland out there with Mike Conley. And it's Dosunmu in at the small forward position. Pass to Bridges. Randall pulls down the board. Randall's got 4 rebounds now. And here's Conley. Now Highland. Dosunmu outside. From outside, off the mark. Charlotte leading by 13. Miller a screen on Conley. And they double up Ball. Here's Diabate. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Ball has wasted no time showing off his passing skills. A really gifted distributor.
Knocks it loose. Ball with a steal. For the finish, and Ball throws it down.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
And Minnesota making a change here. Edwards is checked in.
Timberwolves substitution, number 5, Anthony Edwards.
Now here's Dosunmu. He's guarded closely. Here's Conley. Outside Reed. Takes the 3. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Bridges has got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Ball with it. Dosunmu picks him up. Here's Knipple. The kick out to Ball. Just 5 on the clock. Anthony Edwards with a rebound. Timberwolves trail by 17. Randall outside. The 3 ball. Ooh, once again off the mark by Minnesota. Bridges passes to Ball. Here's Knipple. He's guarded by Conley. Knipple, no good. And so Conley will bring it up for the T-Wolves. Here's Dosunmu. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist.
He gets it where he wants it and takes it up strong.
Hornets leading by 15. Ball outside. Pass to Diabate. Now Bridges. Here's Knipple. Screen by Bridges. A shot from the mid-range. Knipple, no good.
Well, it's a make-or-miss league. Sometimes the Jays just don't fall. It wasn't a bad shot.
Edwards, so good inside.
Doing what he can to help shrink the deficit, but it has to be a team effort.
The Hornets have gotten only 2 of 6 attempts to drop in the fourth. Here's Ball, and they double up Ball. Miller on the wing. Pass to Knipple. Bridges down low. Checked by Randall. Gets it to go.
Well, he's very dependable from that area. So Bridges, to me, should look to keep attacking when he gets the ball in this space.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. And Minnesota with some changes. Rudy Rudy Gobert's checked in for Reed. McDaniels comes in for DeSumo. And it's DiVincenzo in for Conley. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team. He stressed with his guys how important defense is at this point of the game, saying, quote, "It's got to come down to stops, fellas. We know how good our offense is. Now I need you to communicate and D-up out there."
Okay, thank you, Allie. Here's Miller. And stolen by Edwards. Fast break, Minnesota. DiVincenzo. And a quick two as he powers it in.
I think DiVincenzo is at his best in the open court because he's got tremendous speed.
Ball against DiVincenzo.
2 minutes.
Oh, he touched it while it was over the cylinder. That's offensive basket interference. Timberwolves trail by 13. Ball with a steal. Driving in. And LaMelo keeps his balance on the finish.
Boy, the combination of height, length, and quickness that Ball has, very impressive and really hard to defend against on the drive, too.
Outside Edwards. Fires the three. Cash from downtown.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
DiVincenzo against Ball. He drills the wide open jumper.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on. Got a decent look at it, but sometimes the shot just doesn't go down.
And they had an advantage tonight. Came out sharp and did what was needed. Nice win here for the Hornets.
Man, they were in a groove from long range tonight.
Yeah, they were able to find space, and they were ready to let it fly the moment they saw an opening.
And so they'll chalk up another win and put themselves at 31 wins on the year.
And that's an important win. You never like to lose 2 in a row to a team, especially if you only see them 3 times.
Most definitely. I mean, going down 2-0 would have made their third and final meeting of the season really difficult to win, but now they'll go into it with confidence and really liking their chances.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for LaMelo Ball.
You look forward to playing with someone who doesn't just move the ball, but moves it with a purpose. They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
Unloads from 13 feet. Not that time. Going inside. Oh, that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
Now in for Minnesota, Beranger Phillips.